Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Now today I'm going to be reviewing some stockings, which is rather exciting. Now these particular stockings are actually from Amazon and they are a little bit of a mini brand as well. Now on Amazon you can obviously buy lots of different small mini brands or sellers that are all selling the same product but they're all different, but I haven't managed to find these being sold by any other brands on Amazon, which leads me to believe that they are a little bit of a store company, but they are. Now I kept thinking that these were TVRTyle, but actually they are TVRTyle, I guess. I'm not actually sure how they're pronouncing these, but yeah, they're that. Don't actually really know, but these are the women's 10 denier silk stockings. It says non-stretch silk stockings, and I have them in the colour white, which you can't really tell, but if I turn it over you can sort of see that they are indeed white, and I have them in a size extra large. So I had a quick look at the listing on Amazon. These retail for $12.99, which is definitely on the cheaper side for silk stockings, which led me then to believe that they probably weren't silk stockings. So I had a little look, and these are actually 100% nylon. Let me just double check. We want to give you the right information. So yes, they are non-stretch, 100% nylon. They're hand wash only, and you can buy them in multiple colours. So they're available in black, white, grey and a nude colour. And you can buy them in small, no actually you can't, you can buy them in a medium, a large and an extra large. And it says on here more specifically, a pair of non-stretch vintage silk stockings with a reinforced heel and toe for durability. A classic 1950s look. So it's a little bit odd that they say that they're silk stockings when they actually are 100% nylon. But I have had these before, and I do really like them. I think I have a black or a nude pair, so I really wanted to see what they were like in white. Now these fit me really well, and actually I think in terms of sizing they have a really good size range. Now because they are non-stretch, I always end up finding myself needing almost the largest size because I have quite shapely legs, and I find that if I don't size enough for my thigh, then they just come up too small. They fit perfectly fine around the calf and then they just don't fit at all on thigh. So sometimes with these I do find they fit on the thigh but the foot area is quite large, so we'll have a little look and see. But they come in the little Ziploc bag, as you've just seen, and then we have the real standard plastic, which is never recyclable, and then the card inside. So I'm going to open them up. And get them out and have a little look. So that's that gone. And then, as I said, wrapped in the card. Just kind of find, there we go, just a plain card as well. Oh, it smells like a card shop. Which makes a change actually from it not smelling, it's smelling of like processed chemicals with the fabric. Instead it smells like a card shop. So these are lovely. They're very fine. Instantly you can tell how fine they are. I liked these because they had a really nice deep top to them. Really, really gorgeous. They are just rolled over, So they've got a really nice roll top to them, nice and simple. They're quite soft as well, given that they're 100% nylon. Sometimes the top can feel a little bit rough, but these feel quite soft. And then they're going to look super long, bear in mind, because there's no stretch. But we've got the kind of thigh area, which does have a little bit of shape to it actually. And then you can see as I go further down, there's a little bit of calf shaping there. Let's bring that out a little bit. Yeah, there's quite a bit of calf shaping. And then we go into the ankle and you can see the foot. Now the foot is so detailed that it actually has the top sort of arch of the top part here as well. It looks like quite a large foot, but like I say, these are technically an extra large. So I believe they are meant to fit somebody who is, you know, quite a bit taller than me. And you imagine if you weren't stretching that at all. That's quite a tall person we've got there. So I do believe that these are suitable for male and female, different heights up to I think about 6 foot, so maybe a little bit taller. So these actually do fit a variety of people, which I really, really like that. And then we do have a little bit of a reinforced toe, which I'll just quickly show you. Let me very carefully. You can see there the texture and the lightness of these. There's a little bit of shimmer to them, which I really, really like. But you can see how fine they are. They are actually a really lovely sort of recreation of a vintage look, I think. And then there we go. There's your little band of reinforcement there. Beautiful and fine and quite deep as well, which is nice. And going round onto the bottom as well. So I'm really, really looking forward to trying these. So they look beautiful in the sunlight especially. So as I can show you here, that really lovely shimmer there, stunning. So I think these are going to be a little bit big on the feet, but if I've got my shoes on, what I tend to do with things like this is get them fitting around the heel and the ankle really nicely. Usually leaves me with a little bit of extra foot, so obviously that just tucks down into the shoe. That's kind of my compromise that I have to make with anything that's non-stretch and vintage, just because, yeah, they're quite difficult. Geo stockings, I found a couple of pairs fit okay. They're still not perfect though, so that's generally why I tend to prefer a more modern stocking in terms of having that elasticity. But let's go ahead and see, because $12.99 is a really, really reasonable price for the way these are made and the way they look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop them on and let's see what they look like together. Okay, so as you can see, I have put them on. Now, they look lovely. They're a really, really gorgeous pearlescent sort of white, and the shimmer on them is gorgeous. If you kind of look my sort of skin colour and then this kind of lovely white, it's not a making you look sickly white, it's actually a really super lovely icy, like I say, pearlescent shimmery white. So super, super lovely. Now in terms of sizing, so I'm going to quickly show you how they look on the feet. Now as you can see, I did say that they're usually a bit bigger or baggier around the feet. These are actually okay. I haven't actually got loads and loads of room, which is really, really good. Actually, I thought I was going to end up with a really like flappy sort of bit. But you can see that sort of reinforcement detail around there is really, really nice. And around the ankle as well, there's a little bit more give here, as you can sort of see. That's why I've got the sort of the wrinkle there around the ankle, which I actually like. That's kind of the look for those kind of vintage vibes. But they actually fit quite nice on the feet and around. I do have quite narrow ankles and narrow feet, with them being a 5. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with how they fit there. They fit really nicely around the kind of calf area as well. No problems there at all. So overall, we're doing well. There's a little bit of wrinkle on the knee. Again, that's the kind of characteristic. Not too much that it looks baggy or anything like that. So it all fits really well until we get to here, which I actually thought would be completely fine around the top of the stocking. But actually it's a little bit tighter than I thought it would be, especially for an XL. And like I said, I think I have the product in, I really want to say the nude, and it is actually a slightly different size. It's actually bigger and it fits better around the top half. So you often do hear of pale colours and blacks, weirdly, but pale colours coming up smaller in terms of actually quite a lot of things like hosiery, trousers and things. So not necessarily surprised, but I'll just give you a really quick little look. So you've got your stocking top here, obviously, fitted right nicely onto a metal clasp. But as you can see, there isn't the best sort of amount of room and give there. So they're fine until you sort of move around, and what I'm finding is that they are sitting, they're cutting into my inner thigh a little bit. This side is fine, it's the inner thigh that's kind of got the issue, as it were. But overall, I think they're really, really super lovely. So I'm 5'7" and I'm around a 12 on the bottom. And I guess you could say I have quite sort of shapely legs in terms of I have a bit more of a thigh and a bit more of a calf. So there's a lot of shape going on there. So if you're kind of my figure, my height, that sort of thing, definitely your extra large is going to work. Obviously, if you're the same but a little bit slimmer, you may want to size down, or you'll probably just be totally fine in the extra large. But I do think that if you have a sort of more straighter leg, I guess, and you're taller, I think an extra large would work really well. If you're sort of maybe going up to 5'10", 5'11", I think we stop at 5'11" and then go to 6 foot, don't we? I can't never remember how it works. But I think probably actually if you're very slender and you're around 6 foot, you would be totally fine in an extra large. So definitely check them out. I think they're actually really lovely quality. They're not silk stockings, they're 100% nylon, so they're still within that classic look, but they are only $12.99. And I think, judging by, you know, how they actually look, all those little sort of wrinkles you get from the more vintage classic sort of look, I think they're actually really worth it for the price, and considering the kind of colour options that you get as well, you get some nice options. And I think they're a really nice option if you can't really afford to be looking at your geo stockings at sort of 40, 45 and going up to your other, my brain has just completely gone with any other real nylon RHT stockings. Secrets in Lace, there we go. Those kind of brands which sit more at 40, 46 plus pounds for stockings. So I think these are really nice. So Amazon TVRTyle is the one. I'll leave a link for it in the description box below. Not sponsored, no affiliate link or anything like that, but I'll let you know, and I'll let you know the details specifically for these ones, the colours, size and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, let me know what you thought of these in the comments below. Have you tried the brand before? I know it's a bit more obscure, but let me know if you have, and let me know if these are, if you kind of like the more vintage look or whether you prefer the more modern stocking style. But that is going to be it from me today. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world watching this. And yeah, I'll see you soon for another review. Bye. thank you for joining me for another review. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you thought of the hosiery down below. And if you could subscribe as well, that would be great. And just to let you know that I have lots of other things going on, exciting things. So I have a little link in the description box that will show you everything that I have going on. So please feel free to check that out. And yeah, thanks again for joining me, and I will see you all very soon for another hosiery review. Bye.